Hey everybody. So if you missed class yesterday, I did go ahead and put a video up for yesterday of what we read. And I'm going to be reading today's assignment for you and just stopping every once in a while if necessary to explain anything that you might be missing. Or that might be, maybe something you don't think about right away. The operation didn't hurt. He did it while I was sleeping. They took off the bandages from my eyes and my head today so I can make a progress report. Dr. Niemer, who looked at some of my other ones, says I spell progress wrong. And he told me how to spell it and report too. I gotta try and remember that. I have a very bad memory for spelling. Dr. Strauss says it's okay to tell about all the things that happen to me, but he says I should tell more about what I feel and what I think. When I told him I don't know how to think, he said try. All the time, when the bandages were on my eyes, I tried to think. Nothing happened. I don't know what to think about. Maybe if I ask him, he will tell me how I can think now that I'm supposed to get smart. What do smart people think about? Fancy things, I suppose. I wish I knew some fancy things already. Alright, so that was March 15th, and he does not journal again until March 19th. Nothing is happening. I had lots of tests and different kinds of races with Algernon. I hate that mouse. He always beats me. Dr. Strauss says I got to play those games, and he said sometime I got to take those tests over again. These ink blots are stupid, and those pictures are stupid too. I like to draw a picture of a man and a woman, but I won't make up lies about people. I got a headache from trying to think so much. I thought Dr. Strauss was my friend, but he don't help me. He don't tell me what to think or when I'll get smart. Miss Kenyon didn't come to see me. I think writing these progress reports are stupid too. Alright, so he's stopping for a little bit and he doesn't write again until March 23rd. I'm going back to work at the factory. They said it was better. I should go back to work, but I can't tell anyone what the operation was for, and I have to come to the hospital for an hour every night after work. They're going to pay me money every month for learning to be smart. I'm glad I'm going back to work because I miss my job and all my friends and all the fun we have there. Dr. Strauss says I should keep writing things down, but I don't have to do it every day, just when I think of something or something special happens. He says don't get discouraged because it takes time and it happens slow. He says it took a long time with Algernon before he got 3 times smarter than he was before. That's why Algernon beats me all the time, because he had that operation too. That makes me feel better. I could probably do that amazed faster than a regular mouse. Maybe one day I'll beat Algernon. Boy, that would be something. So far, Algernon looks like he might be smart permanent. March 25th. I don't have to write a progress report on top anymore, just when I hand it in once a week for Dr. Niemer to read. I just have to put the date on. That saves time. We had a lot of fun at the factory today. Joe Carp said hey, look where Charlie had his operation. What did they do, Charlie? Put some brains in? I was going to tell him, but I remembered Dr. Strauss said no. Then Frank Riley said, what did you do, Charlie? Forget your key and open your door the hard way? That made me laugh. They're really my friends and they like me. Alright, so the author's giving you some insight here. Some of these jokes are pretty mean, so it's very possible that Charlie's just kind of getting taken advantage of and he thinks these people are his friends when they really aren't. Sometimes somebody will say, hey, look at Joe or Frank or George. He really pulled a Charlie Gordon. I don't know why they say that, but they always laugh. This morning, Amos Borg, who is the foreman at Donegan's, used my name when he shouted at Ernie, the office boy. Ernie lost a package. He said, Ernie, for God's sake, what are you trying to be, Charlie Gordon? I don't understand why he said that. I never lost any packages. Alright, so we see here at work, he doesn't have a very good environment. He's all excited to go back to these people he thinks are his friends, but anytime somebody messes up in the office, they use his name, so it's not really a positive. Alright, March 28th. Dr. Strauss came to my room tonight to see why I didn't come in like I was supposed to. I told him I don't like to race Algernon anymore. He said I don't have to for a while, but I should come in. He had a present for me, only it wasn't a present, but just for Len. I thought it was a little television, but it wasn't. He said I got to turn it on when I go to sleep. I said, "You're kidding. Why should I turn it on when I'm going to sleep?" Whoever heard of a thing like that? But he said if I want to get smart, I gotta do what he says. I told him I didn't think I was going to get smart, and he put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Charlie, you don't know it yet, but you're getting smarter all the time. You won't notice for a while." I think he was just being nice to make me feel good because I don't look any smarter. Oh yes, I almost forgot. I asked him when I can go back to the class at Miss Kinnian's school. He said I won't go there. He said that soon Miss Kinnian will come to the hospital to start to teach me special. I was mad at her for not coming to see me when I got the operation, but I like her, so maybe we will be friends again. That crazy TV kept me up all night. How can I sleep with something yelling crazy things all night in my ears? And the nutty pictures. Wow, I don't know what it says when I'm up, so how am I going to know when I'm sleeping? Dr. Strauss says it's okay. He says my brains are learning when I sleep, and that will help me when Miss Kinnian starts my lessons in the hospital. Only I found out it isn't a hospital, it's a laboratory. I think it's all crazy. If you can get smart when you're sleeping, why do people go to school? That thing I don't think will work. I used to watch The Late Show and The Late Late Show on TV all the time, and it never made me smart. Maybe you have to sleep while you watch it. Sorry, guys. Obviously, I'm having a little issue with my cat, but that is the end of today's reading anyways. So, I will see you tomorrow.